Welcome everybody to episode 6 of Keeping It Straight, presented by Galloway Racing. I'm Shannon Hires. I'm here with my buddy Cole. Cole, how's everything going today?
It's going pretty good. Been staring out the window a lot, watching it rain, hoping it stops it sometime soon. But all in all, doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's man, I think we've probably got at least 4 or 5 inches today, just today, not counting what we got Monday or Tuesday. And Mother Nature's not been nice to racing in this area.
No, it's been rough here. I think we're at last we checked 3 inches since yesterday morning. So definitely not what we want to see headed into one of our biggest races of the year. But we're gonna do what we can to try to get a show in this weekend.
Yeah, so what do you have coming up at Kentucky Speedway this weekend?
We got our fourth annual Spring Fling. It's kind of by happy accident, I guess, turned into probably our biggest event of the year. We pay 1,000 to win all classes, all five of our weekly classes, and it's I think our lowest car count we've had so far is 99 cars with four classes. So yeah, it's a lot of people looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll get it in. Should be some really good racing.
It looks like some pretty good money. So every class pays 1,000 to win.
Yes, sir. Every class, second on back will pay normally what a win is, and just we did it that way. Added 1,000 on top, and added a little bit of extra money here and there as well. So everyone looks forward to it. It's most times you have one class that'll race for some extra money, but it's all this worked out pretty good where we can pay good money for every class and make it special for everyone. The fans love it, the drivers love it, and it's like I said, it's turned into our biggest event of the year.
Have you had a chance to ride out the track and see, what kind of condition the track is with all the rain yet?
No, I haven't been out there yet, but Mom, well, she's been up there and she sent me pictures every few hours, and it's it ain't looking good. And I'm not gonna lie to you. 3 inches of rain in 2 days is gonna make anything a soupy mess. But it's supposed to stop sometime tomorrow, and then Friday we got all day. I think 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. Gonna warm up a little bit, and Saturday is gonna be sunny and pushing 80. So I'm confident the track's gonna dry out. It sheds water really good. Um, there will be some standing water around the bottom of the turns, but we scooted the tires in and cut the bottom down a little bit. Scooted tires in about 6 or 8 foot before the start of the season for that reason. So when it does rain, that water will sit there. We can push the tires back out, and it'll be right back to where it was at the end of last season. So may look like we're losing some service, but it's that was by design, and it should help us out if the wind and sun will do its thing the next couple days.
Yeah, if I remember back the first Ultimate race that we had there, you had pretty good a bit of rain leading up to that event, and y'all were able to get in, and the track surface was great.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I
know, and
think
I really don't even remember that much standing water.
no, we had to. Me and Austin, my brother, we were out there all week pumping water off the track and doing what we could. Uh, I don't remember how much rain we got. I know it was looking a little hairy there for a minute that week, but yeah, it turned out really good and was a good first trip for the Ultimate Series.
Yeah, I had a great time at West Kentucky Speedway, and I really hope y'all hit a home run this weekend and get a lot of cars in the pits if you do get to race. The Mississippi Street Stock Series was supposed to have event number 2 this weekend at the MAG, our Golden Egg Spring Nationals, but unfortunately, Mother Nature has gotten us again. We got rained out at the Battle of States as our feature was on the track, so we really technically have not had a race yet this year.
Yeah, seems like Mother Nature is undefeated with y'all
Two and
down there,
zero.
2-0. Yeah.
Yep.
So
But anyway, we have postponed the event. We will make it up May 9th through the 11th, which is kind of good in a way because, our guys have been doing a lot of traveling with the big races here recently. And, and and this will give them a weekend break. Between now and next weekend, we go to Wyandotte to make up the Battle of the States, and then after that, we have the Pike County Baton Rouge
Baton
weekend.
Rouge, yep.
Yeah, and then they give us a week off before we go back to the mag for the Golden Egg. So, not what we wanted. We wanted to race this weekend, but I talked to Mr. Stokes this morning, and he was like, "Yeah, we got 3 or 4 inches of rain today already." They were expecting more. The rain is supposed to move out tonight around midnight, but on an event like this, you really need to maximize the days that you have for the event. So, we might could have raced Saturday only, but he really needs Friday and Saturday to make the event work. So we just decided to, in our best interest, it was to push it back to May 9th through the 11th. And I think our car count will be better then too.
Yeah, I think so too. I've seen several drivers post as kind of leery about coming because of the weather. So I think, you never want to cancel or move an event, but all in all, I think it'll work out for the better. And there's no need to force an event if you're not confident in the conditions you're being dealt, for track conditions and whatnot, and tear up cars unnecessarily. And Johnny, he may have been able to get the track where it was good all
Well, he's
weekend.
he's still he's still going to try if he can. He is
Yeah,
still going to try to run a regular show on Saturday night, but that's even up in the air. I mean, he probably won't make that decision until Friday afternoon sometime.
right.
But last year he had a record amount of rain over the winter, so the ground was real soft already, and then we got a little rain leading up to the Golden Egg. So it's kind of got some folks out there spooked about wanting to go to Magnolia this early in the year,
Right.
especially when there's a lot of rain, a few days before the race. And I understand it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you want to do is go to a track and a track that normally we go to, and there's, like I told you last week, there's not a lot of cautions there.
Hmm.
Cars really don't get tore up, but with a rough track, you take a big chance of bending some shocks, busting radiators, knocking radiators out. So we just figured it would be best to move it to May 9th through the 11th, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I think it was a good, like I said, it was definitely a good decision, and I think the feedback that I've seen so far has been positive. So, definitely the right call.
Cole, how are we doing on our subscribers this week?
Well, I think we're right back where we were last week. We picked up one earlier in the week, and then checked again later on, and we was down to 114. And come to find out, it was my youngest son. He subscribes on his phone and my wife's phone, but he got into a little trouble earlier in the week and decided he was mad at me, and he unsubscribed from her
Cole,
phone and his phone. So
you leave that young man alone. Leave him be. We need the subscribers, especially if y'all want to see a haircut.
yeah,
But not. I'm not worried about it now. I mean, we
yeah.
went a whole week with not picking up one subscriber.
Well, we lost two and gained
I guess we
one.
did.
So,
I guess you can say that. And
so
then if your son was to be very nice to us,
yeah,
uh, maybe we'd get two more.
I,
So that'd be.
I'm not convinced that the one we picked back up wasn't him again.
Well, tell him to hit whatever other device he used to get
Yeah,
us to 116.
yeah, we're gonna have to have a
Nah.
talk with him.
Look, when we talked about this and we started this thing, we knew it was going to take a while to take off
Yeah,
and get the subscribers. And the one thing that you don't have to worry about out there, we're not quitting.
no, this is
This is for both our series, both the tracks we work at, street stock racing and factory stock racing in general.
yeah,
We're here to give you guys more recognition. We do have a video that will be coming out this week of a driver interview with Trevor Woodard. So you can be looking for that in a day or two. So we're not stopping. We make a lot of jokes about the subscriber, and we did put the bet out there of 1,750 subscribers. I'd shave my head. We're not really worried about that. Definitely not worried about it now, but we're here to stay. We're here to get recognition for both our sponsors and our drivers, and to try to build up street stock racing bigger than what it already is.
yeah. You can tell that people really enjoy it because you've said you've had a couple of people message you wondering why we're a little bit late on getting this week's show out. We had intentions of recording Monday, but
Well, you had work.
with
You was hauling chickens. You had to haul some chicken shit Monday
yeah,
afternoon.
yeah,
Your favorite thing to do,
with the
clean out the
clips.
chicken house.
Yeah, the clips kind of had some of our haulings got all jacked up, and I got done with my normal run a little early, so that meant I got to haul chicken shit for 3 or 4 more hours. So that was
Shout
not
out to
good.
shout out to the chicken farmers out there, Oakley Johns.
Yeah,
We love you, buddy.
yeah. I don't see how y'all do it. I do it. Just got to go around it. I'm lucky. I only have to haul it once every couple months, maybe 2 or 3 days a week. Every couple
Hey,
months, and it is
I
absolutely
almost
fucking miserable.
when I call you and I know you're in a foul mood,
Yeah,
I know automatically that you're hauling chicken shit.
yeah, yeah. I do got it good. I love my job and the people I work for. Me and you've talked a bunch, here recently how we're kind of both getting a little older and don't like dealing with people as much. So me driving a truck and doing my normal runs, I can't complain about what I do for a living. But chicken shit days,
They suck, don't they?
yeah, it's
A
can't
little
turn your
shitty,
can't have,
huh?
yeah, especially when it's hot and sunny, and
Hell, it ain't even hot yet.
I know, but you can't run your AC because then all that shit gets in your truck, and it's horrible.
So that killed our Monday, and
Yeah,
then Tuesday, my daughter had a grandbaby, so that knocked
yeah.
out Tuesday. Number 8, my kids are like damn rabbits, I guess, man. Good God. But grandbaby number 8, so
Yeah,
we're happy about
congratulations
that.
to
Thank you.
you and your
Little,
family as
little
well on
Elliot,
that.
little Elliot, he was born 7 pounds 9 ounces,
Good deal.
and red hair,
Red hair.
red hair. So, but yeah, that's why we're a little late this week. But yeah, it is nice to get feedback from fans, I guess you would say,
Yeah,
or subscribers that are asking, "Hey, where's the episode? And I'm sure today a lot of people were off work and just needed something to watch with the rain and all, so it would have been an ideal day. But
yeah,
we're getting it.
yeah. It's been fun. It's been a learning experience, but I enjoy it and look forward to doing it each week. And we'll do it as long as we can. It'll get a little tougher here as racing season starts to really pick up, but we'll make it
We'll
happen
make it
one way or
happen
another.
one way or another.
Yep.
Uh, Boy, what a weekend this past weekend, huh, Cole?
Yeah.
Uh,
Is there anything
one
going
of the
on? Something about All Tech, I think,
Man,
wasn't it?
good God, one of the biggest paying street stock races, and I think there was more hype on it on Sunday than there was on Saturday, the day of the race.
Yeah, yeah. We had our
But
little bet
oh geez,
for a
don't even
steak
talk about
dinner.
that.
I fell asleep before the feature. I was watching
Tell him
the.
what I did, Cole. I sent him a video, a text.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna get to
Says
that.
2-0
Yeah,
because when I went to bed Saturday night, my drivers had finished first, second, fourth, and 15th, and Cole was like third. Uh,
I think
what, ninth?
ninth, and
Trey
then
was ninth, and then you had a couple, maybe one in the teens. I think Andrew was 17th.
something like that. And Rod, I think he
He
pulled
blew
off
a
the door
motor, so
halfway. Yeah,
he was about like 24th or 25th. So man, I knew I had it wrapped
yeah.
up.
I was
But
about
let
to
me
have
tell
to
you
go.
something:
I thought I was gonna have to go take a loan out to pay for these steak dinners.
steak dinners and t-shirts. But
Yeah,
then I woke up Sunday morning, and the first thing that popped up on my Facebook page was uh, the official votes for the king of the street stocks will be out officially. And when I read that shortly, not official, but shortly,
yeah,
when I read that, man, I was like, something had happened in
yeah,
tech last night. And
yeah.
the
So
first thing I thought of was, man, I done sent Cole a text 2-0, done shot myself in the foot, but yeah, I got my butt kicked.
yeah, I think when I first saw it, Austin messaged me. He said, "You see Race McMahon's post?" I said, "No, am I supposed to be something on there this morning?" He said, "Well, go check it out." And that's where I saw that Chad and Ivan were both disqualified in pre-race or post-race tech, and Hayden got the win, which is unfortunate for those guys, but it saved me 2 steak dinners in the process
And 2 t-shirts.
and 2 t-shirts.
Yep. Uh, but yeah, I mean, overall, 55 cars, which by the way, did we know what my tiebreaker pick was?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it was 55.
55 on the nose, so I had that wrapped up. Uh, I know you were last week when we were talking about when we was picking our teams. You're like, oh, you don't even know if that driver's gonna be there. So I don't know. Heck, one of my drivers didn't even show up. Mickey Tronsclair.
Yeah, yeah, he was at
So
a super.
fortunately, yeah, he was at Super B at the Cannonball Run. I think he ended up finishing 7th over there.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, but I was like, dang, because Saturday or Friday night after the heat
I
races,
was looking good.
yeah, you was looking real good. You had all four in.
All four in the top, starting the top 10.
10. I had two in
Yeah.
and two that had to run B main, Santangelo and Corey Neal Jr. So I was sweating it Friday night, but when they got in, I was like, well, it's 100 laps. Maybe everything will be fine. Of course, we was racing at Why Not, so I couldn't really keep up with it. And then when I seen the official results, or unofficial results, so let's say that, uh, and I seen one of my drivers, I was ecstatic. So, but yeah, those little fantasy deals that we do there, they're pretty fun. I like those.
Yeah, that was the second one we've done. I think. No, we did want to. We do the nationals last year, just between us, or
Uh,
I don't
we
remember if we
might
did or
have. I
not.
can't
Or
remember.
was it the world
We're so
championship?
busy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it might have been the World Championship, but we was both so busy during those events. I mean, the Screven and this one, we were both at home and able to keep up with a little bit better.
yeah. I
But
need to step my game up a little bit on these.
but back to Alltech, man. I have heard nothing but good things about how the track raced, how the event was ran. Everything was 100% positive about this event. And I heard that there are plans of going ahead and doing it in 2025, doing it again. So it looks like it's going to be an annual event,
Good
which
deal.
is great for street stock racing.
Yeah, I look for that one to keep coming back and continue to get bigger. I think the purse was it like $40,000 or $50,000
Yeah, somewhere
A
around there.
main purse. That's not counting the heat races and non qualifiers. So I'll definitely be hope it comes back, and I'll be for sure be looking at it and making sure we're off that weekend because I definitely want to go next year.
Yeah, they should have they have the date out. I would think for next year's race, probably toward the end of the season.
Yeah.
So it should be to where we can make our schedules
Oh
around it and everything. So it shouldn't be a problem. But man, it's back to that deal. On post tech, it's a shame. Like Chad drove his butt off, man. I mean, from what the little clips I seen, he did an awesome job, man. And I'm not 100% sure about what the technicality was that he got DQ'd on. I know somebody says something about having shims on
hmm
underneath the valve spring, but I think you're allowed to have shims. It's the valve spring height is what I think they got him on. That
Yeah, I've heard both of them. I'm not 100% sure on what the rules of that is. I'm far from a tech man. I try to stay away from that as best as I can. Doesn't really work out that way. But either way, you know, very unfortunate. And
Yeah, because I don't think. I mean, it might have helped him a little bit, but I don't know if that's what gave him the win. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
I don't think that is or that got him the win. I don't think anybody thinks that personally. But if that's what the rule is, and there was an oversight somehow when that engine was getting put together, then a very unfortunate situation. I try not to get into the debating on did they cheat or did they not or did they know about it or whatever, but I don't think that they would have came for that big of a race if they knew that was something was wrong with that engine.
Well, with a crate motor, I mean,
Right.
yes, it was outside the seals. It was the valve springs.
Mhm.
But with a crate motor, most time you picking up from the builder and you bolting it right in. You don't. You're putting 100% of your trust into the
Exactly.
builder. And I'm not saying Ronnie Rogers from wall to wall did anything that he thought was wrong. I think these guys are just pushing it so close to the limit,
Yeah.
to get every ounce that they can out of it. And there was just a mistake made there.
Yeah, and he very well could have thought that
He
what he
was
was doing
okay.
was legal and it
Hmm.
wasn't, and it's like you said, we don't think that that's what made the difference in Chad winning or not, but rules are rules, and sometimes
Well, I got a
it's,
question for you. So are the results still unofficial? Are we still waiting on tire samples?
I'm assuming we're still waiting on tire samples. I haven't heard, but you would think that that would be coming.
Yeah. So to go a little bit further, the second place car was Evident Lloyd,
Hmm.
and he got DQ'd also for having an adjustable shock.
Yeah.
Now I haven't heard if it was on the right front, right rear, where that adjustable shock was, but we are hearing that that's what it was. It was an adjustable shock. So that put Hayden
Hayden
Moran,
Moran.
the third
Yep.
place car, as the winner of the King of the Streets.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
we have to start calling him the $10,000 man. That's
man,
2 for 2 so far this year, isn't it?
yep,
I know that.
sure
I
is.
know that's not the way that they want to get it done. They want to earn it on the track, and not.
And how about our young racer man that we had on the show earlier this year, Logan Bright,
Yeah.
a top 10 finish on a track that he's never been to.
Yeah. I didn't
I
even.
mean, I think Logan is going to have a hell of a year in 2024.
Oh, I think so as well. He's starting on the pole with the Battle of the States makeup, and like you said, top 10 here against the best of the best in the country, and he's definitely one I'm looking forward to watching, keeping up with throughout the year.
Yeah, I think he ended up finishing ninth. I think Trey finished seventh. I think it was seventh.
I'm not sure. Let's see here.
But yeah, back to Hayden, man. Just right place, right time. Same thing at Needmore. You
Yeah.
know, Alvin Lloyd sitting in third. The front two cars getting into a little incident there. Both of them, don't get to continue to compete. And Ivan picked up the win on that one. A little different, No driver wants to win a race in a tech shed, but that's part of the game that we play.
Check still cashes the same.
It does.
Let's see here. I'm pulling up my race pass here, and it looks like Trey was 7th, Logan was 9th, Dalton Peavy, another young driver, 10th.
Wow. Anybody else? Where Andrew you said was 17th? Andrew Stone.
15th after the
Oh, I
twos.
know who we're leaving out.
Who we're leaving out?
How about Michael Santangelo
Yes, sir.
coming from a B main and
23rd to 2nd.
to second? Come on, man. And I think Santangelo actually finished second overall. He finished second overall in the points standings that they had. I think Mr. Patrick Williams, who had a fifth and a third, was the winner, and then Santangelo was second in that deal.
So that was another $1,000 bonus.
$1,000.
So yeah, that's couldn't ask for much better than that.
Well, yeah, I mean, second place he got, I think it was $6,000 plus the $1,000 for the bonus for the point standings. So coming out of there with 7,000 ain't bad.
No, that's not a really
Bad
2
deal at
weeks.
all. Yeah.
I'm not sure what he got finished at Needmore, but it's
So
pretty solid 2 weeks for sure for a lot of those guys.
and pretty solid start to the year for Hayden Moran.
Yeah.
I mean, he's has his ups and downs. I know Needmore, he didn't have the finish he wanted. The Ice Bowl, he didn't.
No.
But both 10,000 win races, he's won.
Yeah, they seem to really got it figured out and turn it on when the money's on the line. So, if you go back to even last year, they got. I know we won Street Stock Nationals. He went Deep South too. He won 5,000 somewhere else, didn't he? With you?
It might have been, was it the Battle of the Beach? No, Landon won the Battle of the Beach. He
Pike
might have
County.
he won Pike County,
Pike
yes,
County,
Pike County. Yep.
For some reason, I was thinking he won a second one at Deep South, but yeah, it's Pike County is what I'm thinking of.
And he's starting on the pole or outside pole at the Battle of the States.
Yeah.
So, and it won't be the last time we see him in the top 5 this year. I mean, he's a hell of a wheel man.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, they got something figured out, and it's gonna be one to reckon with anytime that they show up and unload. He's automatically going to be a favorite.
So Cole, drop this on you.
Let's hear
If
it.
you was have to, okay, we're fixing to be second week of April.
Mm-hmm.
We've had quite a few races already. Give me your top 3 street stock drivers up to this point of the year.
Just off of The
You
2024 season.
just from January, from starting from the Ice Bowl, all the way up. Give me your top five. Make it a little bit different because there are. I think there's some guys that's got one win that just hasn't been to a lot of shows that could belong in that top five. But you give me your top five, and then I'm gonna give you my top five. Or who's your number one guy?
I think we both agree Hayden's number one.
Hayden would have to be number
Yeah,
one,
and I'm not going to put
no doubt
these in
about it.
any order.
You just gonna say this is five of the best,
Just
not one,
yeah,
two, three, four, five.
Hayden's number one. I'll place him at the top.
I 100% agree with you on that.
2 through 5 will be in any order. And this is going to be this is so hard to do just because of different regions and mm,
Look, I mean, I say you have to put Michael Santangelo in there.
yeah,
He won at East Bay.
yeah. I think
Now, I'm not saying he would be number two, but he's definitely one of the
Yeah.
top five. Dalton Peavy.
I was going to say Dalton Peavy and Andrew Stone. I think belong in the conversation.
And then maybe Trevor Woodard.
Trevor Woodard, yep. So that's
What did Trevor do at the Ice Bowl? He was top. Was he top five?
I cannot remember.
Because Trevor's only raced a few times this year. I mean, I know he's picked up. He picked up a local, a weekly racing show this weekend at Thunder Hill. He had the Tuckasee race, and I know he was at the Ice Bowl, but I can't remember what he did at the Ice Bowl.
Fourth.
So definitely Trevor Woodard would have to be in that top five.
Yeah, so Trevor's results so far, fourth at the Ice Bowl. Second, it looks like 2 weeks before, I guess it was icebreaker warm-up. He won the icebreaker and then won last weekend at
Thunder Hill.
Thunder Hill. So
his worst finish in 4 events is fourth.
Fourth, yep. Keenan Vandergrift's another one you'd have to.
Man, he's got 2 1,000 wins at
TNR.
TNR.
Yep. Third place at icebreaker.
How about the Ice Bowl? I'm sure he was there.
Yeah, I think so. 23rd.
Oh, he must got some trouble or something broke.
Let's see.
I would definitely say Hayden, Trevor Woodard, Michael Santangelo, Dalton Peavy, and maybe Keenan.
Trying to think of who run good at anybody that we're forgetting to run good at East Bay or.
Well, Dalton Peavy pretty much dominated East Bay. I mean, Santangelo had a win, but Peavy won. He was either first or second of the 3 nights. I think he won 2 nights and he was second the other night. So I would say Peavy walked away, on top as far as that goes.
Right.
Then you got Hayden. Hayden's a no doubter because he's got 2 10,000 wins. Keenan's got 2 1,000 wins, and that's pretty. I mean, you said the icebreaker, was that one of the 1,000 wins, or? Well, he got second in your race though.
No, he got third. He runs second till the end.
He hit the water off when someone busted the radio hose. Okay, so third. So 2 first and a third will count as his tops.
Yeah,
but
it's just hard. It's hard too because
it's hard. But
I wish we had someone from the Carolinas on here with us to kind of more about what's going on there. Because
I mean, I know Rod's picked up some weekly wins. I don't know if he's won, any big. Who's been winning at the? Isn't there the Mideast? Have you been seeing any of their results? I know Tucker's got 1 or 2 of those.
Didn't they have a 4-day deal or something at Fayetteville? I want to say Rod and
Devin Morgan, I think, won one. Yeah.
1 2 for most of those.
I'm still firm on mine though. I like Hayden for 1, probably not PV, but Woodard 2, Vandergrift 3, PV 4, and Santangelo 5. That would be my top 5 if I had to sit down and
Yeah, I don't think I
say
could.
if someone says, Shannon, give me a top 5 right now, that would be my top 5.
Give me 1 second. Let me just remember another name here. I need to.
Oh boy.
And this is why I say that this isn't. It's hard to judge. So I'll just read off these results. I'll tell you the name in a minute. The East Bay, second, first, second. Yeah, this ain't going the way I wanted it to. Well, Cody Allen's the guy's name. He run
Yeah, but
second.
he didn't even see, but he didn't even show up to All Tech.
No, well, no.
Which now he lives. I mean, he probably, even though race was coming from Illinois, he probably would still win the longest toe because I think he lives at the furthest point of Florida that you can get down south. I
Yeah,
think he's like below Fort Myers.
I was thinking
But
he run good at
Screven,
no the Hendry County race.
who won the street stock there? Tim Gay?
Mm,
Man, you would have to have a,
that's
a,
yeah.
a list.
That's why I say
I just know in the arena that I keep up with,
yeah.
the guys that I consider important to me, and I ain't saying them guys ain't important because they are,
Right.
you know, but the guys that race here close within our region, I'm 100% comfortable with my top 5.
Yeah. Tim Powers won the Hendry County. Ivan Lloyd was third. Devin Dixon second.
Ooh, did we throw Alvin and Lloyd in there?
Cody Allen fourth.
I mean, Alvin and Lloyd a second, kind of a second. I'll take
Yeah.
not really a 30th or whatever.
Win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm sticking my top 5. I like mine. I like it. So I got
Yeah.
Moran. Who did I say? Moran. Who was second?
Santangelo.
Santangelo's 5th.
Oh, Trevor.
Moran, Trevor,
Keenan.
Keenan, Dalton,
Yeah.
and then Santangelo. That's
Yeah.
my top 5.
Yeah.
And look, just to be in that top 5 when you're talking about maybe 100 drivers, I mean that's pretty cool.
I wish I had more time to prep on that because I would have.
You are a stats
I
guy.
would have
That's
done
right
some
up your
digging.
alley. Yeah.
But that's what
Maybe
makes
we.
it
Hey,
hard.
I tell you what, Cole. Maybe we do find some type of little deal because I think I've mentioned this to you before, but I'd love to do a keep it straight driver of the year. We just got to figure out what format to use and how to. I know one thing that would be necessary.
What's that?
You got to be a subscriber.
That's right.
Yeah, got to be a subscriber. So maybe we'll come up with a little deal where we can do a driver of the year and come up with a trophy or a checkboard and maybe some contingency stuff and uh and do a little keeping it straight driver of the
Yeah.
year at the end of the year.
Yeah. We'll come up with something, and
There's no doubt that driver would be in the Mississippi Street Stock Series.
I don't. Yeah, probably.
Well, you don't give up so easy, Cole.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Straight
We've
up.
been doing it for what is this? Our 12th year.
Yeah, that's
I mean, come on, y'all are very new to this.
yeah, and I would love to say, I mean, we got some good drivers. I'm not saying that by any means, but there's not many of our guys that have traveled and will travel outside of our region.
You'll get there.
I thought,
I
yeah,
mean, the thing is most of the guys that's running your stuff, even up there around your track, they have been to Wyandotte before for the Nationals.
yeah,
So they will travel. It's just,
not
I
as
think they
often.
pick and choose. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
when you get 10 or 15 of the best in a class and a region together racing for each other for years, everyone's going to slowly. What's the old saying? Iron sharpens iron.
That's right.
So y'all got a, like you said, a 10 or 12 year head start.
The biggest thing is we got to get all these guys to Western Kentucky Speedway that first weekend in May. What
It's,
we got coming up the first weekend of May, Cole?
we got a little bit of.
Oh boy, man! Don't take. Let me look at this. I want to see this payout.
It's a
So you're paying 1,200 to win on Friday night.
1,200 to win, 100 to start on Friday night. I think it's. I forgot what the total purse is that night, but Saturday's 5,000 to win, 400 to start. Total for the weekend's 25 grand. Um, 2 complete shows
So
each
you
night.
don't have to be there Friday night to necessarily race Saturday night.
If you win Friday night and you qualify like shit and get last in your heat and last in the B main, you will not start the feature
Oh
on
wow!
Saturday unless you have
So there's no provisional from Friday night's race over to Saturday night's race.
as of right now, there's not. I may change my mind closer to time, but as of now, it's 2 completely separate shows.
Dang, fourth place on Saturday night is getting $1,000 still,
Fourth place is getting 1,000.
and it's a 1 day show. That's a good purse, Cole.
Yeah,
Be proud of that one, man.
yeah. I know some people thought we're a little crazy by paying that kind of money out on one night, but a lot of. I personally think there's too many 2 day shows right now, and it's hard for everybody to get off work for 2 or 3 days to attend all of them. So we figured we do split it up like this. It's still a 3 day show. You make a 3 day weekend out of it, but if you just want to show up Saturday and race, you can't get off on Friday. It doesn't completely eliminate you from Saturday. So
You talk about that, but I know drivers that would rather go to a 3 day show than a 1 day show, just because what you said, make a whole weekend
yeah,
out of it. If you're
well,
going to drive all the way up there, enjoy yourself and
yeah,
and be there for a couple days.
it's just the difference of regions, I guess. Because I know a lot of your guys and a lot of guys in the South, they love the 2 and 3 day stuff, but the drivers in Kentucky and a lot in Tennessee's, they've told me that they don't. They'll do it a few times, but they don't really prefer it. So trying something a little different, we'll see how it works. I
How are you coming on your pre-entries?
not very good. That's another thing that's slow up here. Is it usually the last week or two is when all of them come in. Right now we're sitting at 4, but I
Well,
know that.
here's the thing on that though, and this is what I would look at. I wouldn't take that as that
Yeah,
it's going to affect your car count or anything.
no,
We had a lot of street stock race scheduled back to back
mhm,
this month. I mean, you had All Tech last weekend. You got was going to have the Golden Egg this weekend.
yep. Back it up a
And
week. You had Needmore the week before that.
there you go. So need more All Tech, you know, Golden Egg,
Mhm,
Spring Fling. Then you have the Battle of States makeup race.
yep.
Then we have the doubleheader at Baton Rouge Pike County,
Mhm,
and then your race.
yep.
So I think a lot of people are just going to wait till
Wait.
the week of
Yep.
and make sure the car's in one piece.
Mhm,
Which you know, for you that makes it easier because that's the last thing you want to do. Start getting a bunch of entry fee money, putting names out there.
right.
They tear their stuff up and they don't show up, and then you
Yeah.
got to refund entry fund or whatever you're going to do on that.
Yeah.
So it just stops that headache.
Yeah. No,
But
I'm not worried about
what's your
us. Do what?
what's your car record for as far as entries for the King of the Bluegrass? What is your record?
48 is the most we've had for it. That was the third annual King of the Bluegrass, and it was the first time we paid 5,000, and that was a one night show as well.
Is that the race that got shortened because of rain?
Yeah, that was the 5 lapper, 5,000 to win.
$1,000 a lap. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a.
Who ended up winning that one?
Joe Landers won. He was driving a Will Burke's car,
First car. That's right. Yep.
and then I think Trevor Woodard was second, and
But that wasn't Cruiser sanctioned. That's kind of like a hodgepodge rules. Didn't you have some cars on different tires, or was everybody
yeah,
on H500s?
no, that was that was our rules. We had a different rule set back then. It wasn't sanctioned. It was open tire rule. It was that was really the first year that we began transitioning from what we called cruisers back then to eventually become cruiser street stocks. That was part of our plan was to slowly change a couple things one year, then a couple more the next, and the third year we were full cruiser sanction.
So, what annual event is it this year? Is this the fifth or the
This will be the
sixth?
sixth.
Sixth.
Yep. Yeah, we
Can you
had
name
a
all the winners of the previous five?
yeah, it's pretty easy for us. We had a Chris Shelton won the first two. First year paid 1,750 to win. Year two was 2,000, and then the next three were all 5,000s. Joel Landers won the third, and then Clayton Miller has won the previous two.
Somebody needs to go up there and take care of Mr. Miller.
Hey, he's tough. He's got a lot of
He's
laps
definitely tough on that track, but
around here, but I think he'll. This will probably be.
a little tough on him.
I think he'll tell you they're all tough, but we're expecting. Brandon McDowell was tough last year.
Yeah, he was kind of putting some pressure on Clayton, wasn't he, there for a while?
I think he might have been faster. He just turn one, we had it a little too wet on the bottom, so you couldn't really get down there to throw a slide job or make anything work on that end. But he showed him the nose a few times. There was a couple times that I think if he wanted to slide on up and take his line, he could have. But if you listen to his Victory Lane interview, he was very um, had a lot of good things to say about Clayton and Matt, and they helped him out um, earlier in the year when he had some trouble. So he wanted to. He wasn't going to force the issue on him. If he wanted to, throw some elbows and rough him up, he could have and got the win. But he said he doesn't want to get it that way. And I've talked to Brandon earlier this year at Clarksville, and he said Clayton's one guy he's on his what am I trying to say here? He
On
wants
his list if he wants to outrun.
he wants to beat him. He wants to beat him straight up, and he's it's nothing bad at all about him. They're got a good guess a good clean rivalry, but he's wants to beat him clean and straight up. So he'll be tough. Hayden, I've heard, supposed to be here. He'll be strong.
How did Hayden do last year? Because I know the first year that Ultimate was there, he kind of struggled.
I don't think Hayden ran last year here.
Him
Ra-
and Race didn't show. Race they didn't.
race ran. Race run it. He followed. He pretty much followed Oakley. They both started 17th and 18th, I think. And Oakley drove up to second, and I think Race made it up to sixth.
Oh wow.
And then the first year, I don't think Hayden did very good. I think he had car issues, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think that motor was kind of going or letting go
Yeah.
on him or something like that. Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
Uh, but man, I hope y'all do well on that event.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. It's something that I've taken a lot of pride in trying to build up the past few years, and Rex kind of lets me, within reason, do what I want with it. So it's definitely a special event for me, and hoping it keeps growing. I think I've told you a few weeks ago that my dream for this event is to eventually pay 10,000 to win in a 1 day show. So
Oh, I thought that was an April Fool's joke because you put it out on
no.
like April 1st.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll find out. I don't know if it'll be next year, but
We'll do
that's
it
what
though,
I got
huh?
my eye on.
You there?
Yeah, I think I got you. I thought I lost you for a second.
Yeah, it's like I freeze up every time toward the end of the deal. I don't
Yeah,
know what it is.
we're gonna keep rolling with it.
Oh yeah, we're doing good. But yeah, hopefully everything go well on that, and I hope y'all have a good weekend on the Spring Fling. I guess I get an off weekend. I'm gonna just sit home and relax, enjoy the grandbaby and family, and take a break while I got one.
Yeah, there'll be few and far between this year, I think.
Phew. Yeah. Anything else, Cole?
I'm sure there is, but I can't really think anything off the top of my head.
All right. Again, guys, we want to thank our sponsor, Galloway Racing, for coming on and being presenting sponsor for this show. If you get a chance, hit that subscribe button if you have not done it yet. And man, we're getting close to live shows. I just don't know yet if we're there.
I thought we was
Uh,
there. I thought we was ready, and then today we made it about 5 seconds and had to start over.
yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, we're getting close. We want to do some of those because we want to interact with the fans,
Yep.
uh, drivers, whatever. We're going to try to get some more interviews lined up here soon too. I know we got Trevor coming out. You think today or tomorrow? I mean,
Yeah.
sometime soon you have the Trevor interview coming out,
Yeah. Whenever,
and then of course,
hopefully, when this episode comes out, the Trevor interview will come out at the same time.
okay, good deal.
And
Well, other than that, Cole, if we didn't got anything else, man.
yeah, let us know in the comments, guys. Too. I know we changed it up a little bit these past 2 episodes, where it's just me and Shannon kind of just bullshitting and going through our list of topics. Y'all like that better, or how the first 4 episodes with the driver
The
view
drivers.
in in the middle? Uh,
And in the comments, if there's someone that you want us to interview, put in the comments, and we'll try to make it happen.
or even as something you want us to discuss, just a random bench racing topic. I think a guy, Cody Miller, messaged us last week or something. I think we're topic for another show will be we discuss which state has the best street stock drivers in our opinions. So, anything like that you want us to talk about or think would be interesting or get our opinions on, so let us know in the comments, and we think it's worth debating or talking about on the show. We'll definitely do it in a future episode.
Yeah, and again, one more time, I like to congratulate Hayden for picking up the win at All Tech, being the first king of the streets. Uh, and yeah, hopefully he'll have a great 2024. It's already starting off to be a great 2024 for
I
him so
think
far.
if it stopped now, I think they'd be happy.
I don't know about that. That boy loves racing,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. But
Yeah. But anyway, Cole, if that's it, buddy, we'll catch you on the next episode. And again, if you do watch this video, get subscribed, hit the like button, and leave a comment.
absolutely.